Your girl Morgan FlowerChild. We out here blooming and giving it life today. But I wanted to take you on a journey. I wanted to vlog this today. I realized, like, when I'm in interviews, I get asked, where does your passion come from? Where do you get the courage to do, what you do, to jump on stage, to just jump out there? It really doesn't come from the need or the want to be seen, because I am very introverted. I'm shy, which a lot of people really don't know about me, because I'm always promoting and I'm always, I was given a gift to be able to entertain the masses. I am going to Burlington, North Carolina. My roots, of course, I was born and raised in Westchester, New York. So I am a city girl, but in the summer times, we would come visit the family in Burlington, North Carolina. So when you all see me dancing with my shoes off, or you come to my house and you visit me, I don't be having no shoes on. I walk outside in the grass, no shoes on. That's because I did it as a child when we would come to Burlington, North Carolina. Today is the first time I am visiting the house where my family lived, where we had our family reunions, a house where my grandmother lived. This is my first time going to this house since my grandmother passed. I was actually on tour in 2017. I was on tour when my grandma passed. I was on stage in Brooklyn. Years and years of my parents allowing us to be a part of what the elders were doing, sitting with the elders and talking, sitting on the porch, hearing their lingo. Hey, Shane. I loved hearing that. I loved hearing the Southern accents come of, like, I just felt a oneness here. And recently we had some ancestry done on the oldest sister. Rest in peace to my Aunt Evelyn, who was the oldest sibling. And there was a lot of percentage of Togo, Africa. And so knowing that, paired with the Native American percentage, European Spanish percentage, we have so much of the ancestors running through our veins. Me as a passionate artist, sometimes I can get in relationships and people don't know who they are. So me being as confident as I am, and they're like, why are you working? Why are you working? It's literally like the ancestors run through my blood every day. So if I start writing a script, it's my therapy, it's my lifestyle, it's not work. I just, I've been blessed to be able to monetize what it is that I love so much. But your gifts are definitely never work. For those who have gifts and passions, you're not working, doing what it is that God put you here to do. And the ancestors are a part of that. They're running through your blood. Like and it's amazing, because I'm going to show you guys the house. We have kept it in the family, and I'm so grateful for that, because I still get to come and visit, but I haven't been in so long. This is a moment that I've never had to experience, knowing more history, what I know today versus when I was a little kid, you know what I mean? And there's a bigger message at the end of this video. I can't wait for y'all to meet and see my family. I'm very, very family oriented. So like I was saying, in relationships, like, people don't know who they are. A lot of men that I've been in relationships with, they don't research their history, so they don't understand where the passion and the courage and the confidence comes from. They don't really get it. And a lot of times I know people get famous because they, being on social media, being influencers, the big part of it is, I want to be famous. I'm pretty. I'm going to be famous. I'm going to post my pictures. But we really, really have to understand where that talent and the gifts come from. When people say, oh, I can't wait till you make it, I'm like, make it? I've been made it. The ancestors is running through my blood. I make it every morning when I wake up. Like, I'm here, I'm happy, I'm breathing. So it's not a television show or a movie that's gonna make me feel, better about myself. It's really about knowing the power in, it's a power that we have, and just embracing that. I'm really grateful for my parents making it a point for us to know our history. Me and my siblings, knowing our older aunts and uncles, being around them, being around our cousins, and I think that my family has such a different dynamic socioeconomically. There's so many different socioeconomic levels, as well as my dad's side, that we never, I never grew up, thinking I was better than anybody. I also had family in the projects. I have family everywhere, and I think that it's beautiful looking at people for being people and not what they have. So this is a message. Make sure your children, you do what you can to let your kids be around their grandparents, their older uncles and aunts, because it really molds a child into who they become later on in life. Knowing who they are, information is great, and then you don't have to worry about them wondering who the hell they are in life. My Native Americans worship nature, and that's our church. I have church in trees, in the creek, at the water. I take my shoes off and I go ham, talking to my ancestors. I'm very spiritual, and this is why, this is why I'm gonna show you guys the year. I'm gonna show y'all. It's on the house. The year that the house was built is on the house. I'm gonna show y'all. It's crazy. I always knew after this bridge right here, it's my Aunt Ruth's house. But I love this house. It's definitely a part of my childhood. My dad actually added that deck onto the outside of the bedroom. Big, y'all, but it's still absolutely beautiful.
Arrived.
So all of the extra stuff, a lot of extra stuff was put onto the house.
I believe it's important we go for everything we want in life, because we only have one life to live. So we have to give it everything we got and try to make our dreams, our hopes, our aspirations become reality. No one can tell you what a successful life is. No one can tell you what a great life is. No one can tell you how to be happy, or what you should or shouldn't be doing with your life. No one can, because you are unique. What success is for another may not be success for you. What is a great life for another may not be so great for you. What lights up another may dim your light. The only way you can be happy in this life, the only way you can be successful, is if you
where
be
did
you.
the passion and the courage come from? Knowing where I'm from and being grateful for the gifts that were given to me, that I was given to give back to the world. So thank y'all for watching. This is your girl, Morgan FlowerChild.